we can't talk about learning without talking about procrastination. What is procrastination? Well, it's this, right? It's this idea of putting off something because you don't feel like doing it right now. And this is something that a lot of us battle with. As a matter of fact, everybody battles with procrastination. It's always easier to do the easy things, and the easy things usually don't require a lot of effort, which involves learning. But why are some people better at procrastination than others? Is that something that can be fixed? Is that something that can be trained? And yes, it is. You see, when you learn something new, it activates an area of the brain associated with pain, something with negativity. Your brain actually triggers negativity. And we don't want to do something that we don't enjoy doing, right? That's what procrastination is. Emotionally, we get this, I don't want to do this feeling, this negative feeling. And your brain immediately tries to switch off and tries to put your attention into something positive. That's why you don't want to do something. You don't want to do something because it's not going to feel good. So why not just go on Instagram? Why not just go on Facebook or watch YouTube videos that gives you that sudden jolt of feeling good? And that's what this recent study discovered, is that procrastination is an issue with managing our emotion and not our time. The tasks that we're actually putting off are being put off because it makes us feel bad, because it's boring or maybe it's too difficult, and we just want to do something that makes us feel good. Or maybe we're just worried about failing. To make ourselves feel better in the moment, we start doing something else like going on YouTube. So how do we get rid of procrastination? Is there a trick? Well, research has found that in order to get rid of procrastination, you just need to take the initiative and start doing the task. Wait. That's the worst advice ever, right? Because you just told me that procrastination sucks, but you can fix it by just doing something that you're procrastinating on. That's not very good advice, is it? Well, unfortunately, with procrastination, there's no easy tricks. At the end of the day, to get rid of procrastination, you need to do the task that you need to do. But what you can help with that is that realizing that Instagram or YouTube is a short-term positive thing. The pain you feel at the beginning when you start a task will actually make you feel better in the long term. So you need to realize that you're making a sacrifice of short-term positivity versus long-term positivity. It's delayed gratification. Another interesting study was done by Case Western Reserve University in Ohio. And they did an interesting study. They first prompted people to feel bad by getting them to read a sad story, and then they got people to do a puzzle. They had one group that read the sad story before they did the puzzle, and another group that didn't read any sad stories. What they discovered is that the people who read the sad stories first were more likely to procrastinate than those that didn't. Why is that? Because they were looking for something positive to change their negative emotions. Remember when we talked about the happiness factors in the principles section of the course? You need to be happy if you want to avoid procrastination, because procrastination is that avoidance of negative feeling. But if other parts of your life are happy, if you feel positive, then it's a lot easier to overcome the procrastination because you don't have so much negativity. So that's what procrastination is. The way you avoid procrastination is just being in a good mood and knowing that initially it's not going to feel good. You need to realize that procrastinating to achieve a short-term positive thing is at the cost of a long-term goal. So next time you're tempted to procrastinate, you simply just say, what's the next action? What's the simplest step that I can take to take on this task? All you need to do is to get started. Because as soon as you get started, what scientists discovered is that negative feeling tends to go away fairly quickly. So getting started is everything in order to avoid procrastination. Make it as easy as possible for you to start. And that's something we'll get into the techniques section. For now, don't pause this video, don't go on YouTube, don't go on Instagram. I'll see you in the next video.